Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel The French Hub. In today's video, we are going to start chapter number 0 of Enchanté 4. So we'll cover the introduction as well as the exercise part of this chapter. This is the same pattern that we are going to follow for the further chapters. So stay tuned with my channel, do subscribe and share it with your friends. So let's get started. So the chapter is La Publicité. What does La Publicité means? Publicity means advertisement. You must have gone through advertisements in English, right? In newspapers, you see them. There are advertisements related to any products. There are related to any institution, like any educational institution. They are offering admission, like any college. So all these advertisements are available in the market, right? The same way, this chapter, it deals with tourist advertisement. On the very first page, you can see this advertisement. It is related to the travel destination in Paris. Like any tourist agency is inviting you to visit France and look over these tourist attractions. So this is just a sample advertisement in French. That's not much important, but let's just have a look over it, okay? So it is vous aimez voyager. Vous aimez voyager, it means do you love to travel? That I just told you. Visiter le cœur de France, Paris. Now what does that mean? Visiter le cœur means to visit the heart of France. Now what does that mean? That means the heart of France is Paris. If you look at the map of France, this is France, top of France, and here you can see Paris. So that's why we called Paris as the heart of France. Okay. Then also one more thing, Paris is also called La Ville Lumière. La Ville Lumière means the city of lights. Okay. This is one point. This can come in one marker. Then we have vous pouvez visiter les endroits touristiques à Paris. Now it says you can visit tourist destinations in Paris. So here are some tourist destinations given to us. First is La Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. We are going to discuss them in depth in the further pages. Then we have La Tour Eiffel, the very famous Eiffel Tower. You must know that. Then Le Musée du Louvre, that is the Louvre Museum. Then you have L'Église de Notre Dame, that is the Notre Dame's church. And then you have Le Musée d'Orsay, which is the Orsay Museum. So there are two famous museums. If the question comes like you have to tell two museums in France, so first you can write the Louvre Museum, obviously, and then you have the Orsay Museum. Then you have Les Champs-Élysées, which is French Avenue. That's a very famous tourist attraction again. Then you have Passer 10 jours à Paris, means spend or stay for 10 days in Paris. Then a tarif exceptionnel. Tarif is the rate of something. Like if you go to a restaurant, you eat there, you have to pay for that, right? So that is tarif. Tarif is the rate of something. Okay. So tarif exceptionnel, that means the tourist guide or the tourist that company that is promoting their own company for a tourist package, they are saying that we have a very exceptional rate. Then the telephone numbers for those company are provided over here. So this was the advertisement given on the first page. That's not so important. You don't have to look much into it. Just remember one thing over here, that Paris is called the Ville Lumière, which is the city of lights. Now the important part comes. So the first monument is La Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. So you have to learn the name of this monument. La Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. Now, what is this Basilique du Sacré-Cœur? It is a church. C'est une église. So made with white stones. It's also the same color. It has the same color just like the color of Taj Mahal is. It is constructed on Montmartre. Montmartre, that's a hill in Paris. Okay. Par Monsieur. Now this is very important. Who constructed this? It was constructed by Monsieur Paul Abadie. Next is your Tour Eiffel, which is the Eiffel Tower, very famous. Everybody knows about Eiffel Tower. So, la hauteur de la Tour Eiffel est 324. What does that mean? That means 324 in English. Okay. So, the height of Eiffel Tower is 324 meters. Ce symbole célèbre de la France est le monument le plus visité du monde. This famous symbol of the France and the monument the most visited of the world is constructed by Mr. Gustave Eiffel in 2 years. Just like Paul Abadie constructed this Basilique du Sacré-Cœur, the same way Tour Eiffel was constructed by Gustave Eiffel. Now you can see Gustave Eiffel's name. You can see Eiffel World over here. Right? So the name of Eiffel Tower was derived from his name itself. So he has given his own name to this monument which he constructed. Then we have Le Musée du Louvre, which is the Louvre Museum. I just told you that the famous Mona Lisa painting is a part of this museum. C'est l'un des plus grands musées au monde et le plus grand musée de France. So it is the biggest or largest museum of the world and also the biggest one of France. Autrefois. Now what does autrefois means? Autrefois means in the past. So it says autrefois. A Palais Royal. Now, before being a museum, it was a palace. Qui conserve? Conserve means to preserve or to maintain something, which maintains environ. Environ means around 5,500 paintings European. So there are around 5,500 European paintings in this Louvre Museum. In every picture, you will see this pyramid. So this pyramid of Louvre, it was constructed by Yeo Ming Pi. La peintre célèbre La Joconde. La Joconde, if it comes. So that means the Mona Lisa's painting by Leonardo da Vinci, which is Leonardo da Vinci, which is who is a very famous painter, est conservé au Louvre, is preserved or maintained in the Louvre Museum. Now coming to the next one, which is L'église de Notre Dame. Simply we call it Notre Dame, just in one word. So c'est une cathédrale, so it is a cathedral qui se trouve sur l'île de la Cité. Now île de la Cité, it is again a spot near Seine River. So question can come out that where is L'église de Notre Dame situated? So it's situated in Paris, that's correct, but you have to specify that it's situated on the île de la Cité. And I just told you, Île de la Cité is a tourist spot located near the Seine River bank. Then the height. Talking about the height, its height is 69 meters. Then we have Le Musée d'Orsay. Now, Musée d'Orsay, I told you, that's another famous museum. C'est un musée national situé à Paris sur la rive gauche. Seine rivers divide the Paris into two halves, the right bank and the left bank. The Musée d'Orsay, it is situated on the left bank. Gauche is the left. So it's situated on the left bank of the Seine River et dans le quartier Saint-Thomas d'Aquin. So see, Paris is divided into different quarters. One of them quarter is Saint Thomas d'Aquin, and in that quarter, the Musée d'Orsay is situated. When you are going to give your exam, now, let me tell you one thing. You have to frame sentences over there. You need to know vocab so that you can frame good sentences and have a good score. Keep writing the meanings of each and every word that I'll be telling you. Les collections du musée présentent la peinture et la sculpture occidentale. Now, occidental is Western. So see, in this Musée d'Orsay, from 1848 to 1914, this is the period of which all the Western paintings and the sculptures you can see in this museum. So 1848 to 1914, the famous Western paintings and sculptures are found in this museum of Orsay. Autrefois, ce musée était la gare d'Orsay. Now, just like Louvre Museum was a palace, the same way Orsay Museum also, it was a station, railway station, and after that is what it was converted into a museum. Then the last one is Les Champs-Élysées. Les Champs-Élysées, it is the greatest avenue in Paris. C'est the grand et célèbre boulevard. Now boulevard is a new word. Boulevard means avenue, and it is the biggest and most famous avenue of Paris. Il est considéré comme la plus belle avenue de la capitale. So it's considered as the most beautiful avenue of the capital. C'est aussi un des principaux lieux touristiques de Paris. It's also one of the most principal is the main tourist location of Paris. So now let's come to the exercise. Whatever we just learned related to the culture and civilization, we are gonna apply it here and have a few practice questions. So the first question is that you have to cocher les bonnes réponses, that is tick the correct answer. The first question is la hauteur de la tour Eiffel est le dash. Here we are asked about the height of Eiffel Tower. We just learned that the height of Eiffel Tower is 324 meters. That is 324 meters. So the correct answer over here is gonna be option number C. Then coming to question number B, it says Le Musée National situé à Paris est dash. So the National Museum that is situated in Paris, that is the Orsay Museum. We just learned about it. So the correct answer here is going to be Le Musée Orsay. Then C part is La Pyramide du Louvre est construite par dash. So who constructed the Pyramid of Louvre Museum? We know he was Monsieur Eo Ming P. Then the D part is Les Champs-Élysées est un grand et célèbre dash de Paris. So the Champs-Élysées is a big and famous dash of Paris. That's an French avenue. So here we have to take boulevard, that means avenue. Then question number 2 is that you have to respond to the given question. The first question is Qui a construit la Tour Eiffel? Now attention. Here you don't have to answer just in one word. I'm repeating, don't answer in one word. The checker, I mean your teacher, who is expecting a full framed answer from you. Suppose if a question is asked to you in English, that who constructed Eiffel Tower? So you are going to reply, the Eiffel Tower was constructed by this. So this is the same way you have to answer in French also. So the answer to this question is going to be La Tour Eiffel est construite par Monsieur Gustave Eiffel. The same way we have to answer question number 2. It says Nommez le Musée National de la France. Où est-il situé? So the National Museum here we are going to refer to as the Orsay Museum. So the answer is going to be Le Musée National de la France et le Musée d'Orsay. And where it is situated? Il est situé sur la rive gauche de la Seine et dans le quartier Saint-Thomas d'Aquin. So this is your full answer that your teacher would be expecting from you. Then coming to question number C, que savez-vous de la Notre Dame? That means what do you know about Notre Dame? Whatever you know, just write it down. Let's come to the text. See, the answer is there itself. So you are going to write it as L'église de Notre Dame. This is going to be your very starting subject, and after that you are going to skip this C apostrophe and start from here. L'église de Notre Dame est une cathédrale qui se trouve sur l'île de la Cité. Sa hauteur est de 69 mètres. That's it. The same partner of question number C is question number D, which asks us about the Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. So coming to the text here, we can see La Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. After this, again, we are going to skip this C apostrophe and start from La Basilique du Sacré-Cœur est une église de pierre blanche construite sur Montmartre par Monsieur Paul Abadie. That's it. Coming to the last question for this chapter, which is relier les colonnes. That means you have to match the columns. The very first is avenue, that is boulevard. So it is going to be matched with Les Champs-Élysées. Then La Tour Eiffel, we know the height of Eiffel Tower is 324 meters. So it is going to be matched with part number 4. Then Montmartre, that's the hill in Paris, and we know this, that the Sacré-Cœur is located on this hill. So we are going to match it with the Sacré-Cœur. Then La Seine. La Seine is the river. And we know that the Orsay Museum is situated on the left bank of Seine River. So it is going to be matched with part number A. And the left one, peintre, that is painting. We know the very famous Mona Lisa painting is maintained in the Louvre Museum. So it's going to be matched with part number 2. I hope this video was helpful for you for completing this chapter number 0. The same way we are going to organize and come up with videos of the further chapter and cover the whole series of Enchanté 4. So do subscribe and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.